pretty sure this is going to be hideous, but oh well. Hey guys, I'm Jerusha and you're watching Jerusha Couture.tv. Today with another Q&A Get Ready With Me, and in case you wanted to know, I'm wearing an index finger ring. I know a lot of you thought in my unboxing, you're like, yeah, you're cool enough to wear one of those index finger thumb rings. And nah. It's taken a little bit of getting used to. I'm really much more used to it now after a week or so. Still don't feel cool enough. Still don't feel cool enough for any more rings, that's for sure. We're done ring wise. Let's get this hair up and start. The questions pile up. A lot of us say the Q&As will be so long if we answer every single question, so we put it into, you know, an amount of different videos type thing. Lisa, luxury and life in the middle. What is the biggest change in luxury YouTube from when you started till now? What a great question. Hi Lisa. I will link her channel below. She's also a luxury YouTuber. This is my drugstore True Match, if I can show you the front. And it is in a very fair shade, so I am going to add some Le Beige, the Water Fresh Complexion from Chanel, because this is in a much darker color. This is B40 because this True Match is 1.5N and it's really fair. And because I'm so professional now, dang, we put it on the back of the hand to warm it up. Oh my god, who am I? How is it changed? What a fantastic question, Lisa. Obviously, the state of the world has changed currently. I feel like now. Oh, I'm gonna chop and change, but I just want to say thank you so much to everybody because I posted that my channel is 15 years old. It just feels like such, I don't know, it's crazy to be honest. So the way that I feel it's changed, well, the state of the world has changed and is horrible right now, obviously, but it's ebbs and flowed and been that way in different times, and we've kept going and YouTube is still here in all its different genres. I feel luxury YouTube is changed because it is far more tamed in the sense of not what to show or, you know, woke, oh, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings and pronouns or whatever, you know, all that stuff that's sort of out there. In the sense that back when I started, I was younger, and for someone younger to be pulling out these handbags and quite expensive stuff and be younger was quite, do you know what I mean? It was rarer, or quite rare on YouTube or on the internet, because the internet was still so young, you know, online shopping was still young and not really necessarily trusted. Whereas now, Lisa, we got across the board, we got all ages, we got, you know, anyone is kind of more accepted, if that makes sense, because of the influx of the younger generations coming in on different platforms, TikTok and such. It's just become a lot more acceptable at that age, whereas for me back then it was a little bit more like, oh, sit down little girl, you know what I mean? I was younger like that. However, another way it's changed is that luxury YouTubers are far more censored. Back then, yes, I was younger, but we just kind of dived in head first. You know, people would just be like pulling out stuff and not really, yes, they were conscious to it, but not as now. So like disclaimers, and I have to, you know, go in and explain myself or go in and defend myself. That's far more now, which is upsetting because it holds a lot of people back from, I guess, starting or jumping on and being like, yeah, I'm going to show, you know, my luxury collection as well, or I want to talk about my luxury jewelry. They're like, oh, I think I'll think about it for another 2 months, as opposed to just jumping in there. Does that make sense? So I'll just go in and pat that in with my Real Techniques foundation brush. It's just a light coverage, but we're going to do a kind of reinterpretation of my makeup that I wore to the city the other day when I went in and met Miss Meredith. So a few of you wanted to know that makeup So I am sort of redoing it now. I want to show you these because I did in fact get new brushes, and these are Spectrum, and this is the 20-piece professional makeup brush set. I think I said in my Sephora haul that I'm like a total set girl. I think I got a comment like, why don't you buy the brushes you like individually? That is true. I do also do that, babe. I buy brushes individually that I like. So some of my Zoevas, as you just saw, the Real Techniques and the Hourglass, they're individual brushes. I still have my Dior, some of my Diors that I love. However, I love a set, synchronized kind of person. And this Spectrum brushes came like so in this little housed case. Is that not gorgeous for dust? Look at that. Isn't that so cute? I love a packaging moment, which if you've followed me for a long time, you will know. But this is a 20-piece, so eyes, brows, every brush you need is basically in this set. I will link it below. You will also notice I have a pair of eyebrows, thanks to my brow girl who is back from her holiday. She was away for, I think, 6 weeks or something. And in that time, I shaved half my eyebrows off to create a straight Arabic brow. Yeah, turns out once you start shaving them or plucking them off, sometimes they don't want to come back. My brows, luckily, are very thick and do come back. My brows are sisters, not twins. They do not match at all. One rides higher. But she is back. I am contemplating tattooing them on. Please leave your comments below what you think. Does anyone else out there have shaded brows? It's not full tattoo, she does shading. Let me know what you think below. Okay, I am going to warm up the face with my bronzer, and I have my NARS Laguna brand new back. Go in and warm up the whole face, neck, like so, without making a bronzer helmet. Okay, I'm gonna contour and keep answering questions. Minnie, I'm just gonna yell your name. Hi babe, how are you? I'm gonna contour with my Anastasia contour kit, my powder kit that I did lose. It didn't be expired, I just lost it. It was probably expired, but I lost it. We're just gonna do a gentle contour with this brush. I kind of make it higher now. Who am I? Oh my gosh. I've been following that whole like Mary Phillips, is that her name? Mary Phillips, the under painting palette. She looks really cool, and I like following some, you know, different techniques. Listen to me. Professional. Mindy, will you be at Olivia's walk? I am coming down this year. Oh, Mindy, hi. She's a very big supporter of my godmother, my late godmother's cancer and wellness center and hospital down in Melbourne, and she comes down. Oh my gosh, she's coming over. That's amazing. Mindy, you are so amazing. You're so supportive, honestly. Do you know what? Mum and I have been in talks about it. I think I met you there, well, COVID happened, so I met you there two walks ago, because it stopped, obviously. Yeah, but Mum and I have been in talks about it, and I think we just both are finding, we're both just finding it really hard at the moment. I've just been finding Mum, you know, really mundane and just really, I suppose it's, you know, life, and losing someone is, you know, ebbs and flows of how you feel about it. Family members passing away and having to go through that grief. Absolutely everybody deals with that. It's life. I think the fact that it gets put back in our face quite a lot, it's harder, if that makes sense. Not that you want to forget, but it's harder. I think Mum and I have just talked it over, Minnie, and I think this year we just don't think we can get down, honestly. I think I'm really proud you're going, and that's just so beautiful, and I'm so thankful for that. It's so supporting. Go in and powder these eyes. This is the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, but I'm just going to powder. I don't want it to be too... Oh, this is so pretty. This is so silky. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. We did pick up a new Chanel Le Beige, my water fresh tint, which I drink basically. The other day in that vlog when I went shopping, again for more makeup, there was that Chanel boutique in there and a Dior boutique. I didn't get caught up. I didn't get caught up, girl. Opening of the new boutique. I'm so excited. In Chatswood. Chatswood Chase has had massive renovations, and there is a new Chanel boutique going in there exactly the same as this one that I was in, and I'm going to the opening. I'm so excited. Let's put some blush on. This was the number 06, which is like a peach, from the famous Make Me blushes from YSL that I got from Miss Meredith. Gifted me these to kickstart me in my makeup collection growth. And positioning with blush, I do higher. Look me go. I do it higher at the moment and take it upwards, and this is what I did when I went into the city. Just a little bit. Dang. Oh my god, that's such a pretty color. So it's just, you know, it's more of a peachy color rather than like a rosy color. It's just so pretty, these Make Me blushes, and they're very pigmented. Hey Amy. Hi Amy. Oh my god, she's followed me for so long. Hey Jerusha, I have watched you for so long. See, I know. I wanted to ask you, while you were off YouTube, when you were off YouTube, you have come back to filming. Why do you have your bags behind you still in their dust bags? What a great question. Oh my god, I love like little observation questions like that. That is so cool. When I watch YouTube videos, I notice things like that. Like, I know that's what a lot of us know, people looking at things in the background, and you know, it's so scintillating to watch the background, and obviously as YouTubers we know that that's what's happening. That's such a great question. That is a great question, Amy. Do you know what, my friend? I don't know. I think I just haven't taken them out of their dust bags. I don't know. I just don't really care. Does that make any sense whatsoever? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, I guess. I'm honestly in such a happier, free place with my channel now since taking time off YouTube, and that's a video I am going to film. Last night I just watched Amelia Rose do a kind of her thoughts and process of not shopping luxury while she took time off YouTube. She took 5 or 6 months off. I took 8 to 9 months off for the first time in like 14 years, when my channel just turned 15 years old. Oh my god. And I had not taken time like that off in a big bulk of time. So I'm going to do a response video to her in, you know, in my thoughts of my time off too, response video. Because I just thought it was so interesting to listen to her chat and just go through her train of thought and what she was doing, what she was thinking, how she had been acting, how she'd not been for herself. And yeah, I want to do a response video to that. Well, actually, just those are what are behind me, sorry. The rest are on the other shelf in bags. And actually I've had a few comments to do a collection video, and one of these questions is, will you do a collection video? Yeah, I haven't done anything since then, so it's just been sitting there. They've all just been sitting there. I actually watched Maddie, shout out to Maddie Shops, do her, she had quite a few videos ago, she curated her collection of handbags as such down to a certain number. And I remember, I think I responded to her going, if I'm going to curate mine down to a certain number, how do I get out of 57? Jeez Louise. Hey Tate, how are you going? Hi Jerusha, I just want to tell you that you look good with makeup, but you need to know you look younger without makeup. take it, honey. Thank you so much. I will take it. Thank you. That is so cool. I'm not an ageist as such. Like, I'm not an ageist like I want to look younger. My mum says this all the time. I'm not an ageist that I want to look younger, like procedure wise, or like, I'm not. How do I put it? Look, I am best friends with my eldest son. My 9-year-old son, look, okay, we collect Pokemon together, all right? I'm just gonna be honest. We're best mates. I was a girl gamer growing up. It's not a Peter Pan syndrome, but I'm just that mom. And I want to be just that mom for like all the kids, all my little nieces and nephews, all their cousins are like, let's go to Jerusha's house, let's go to Auntie Jerusha's house. Like, they just, yeah, I'm just that mom. I'm just the cool mom. I'll take it. Thank you. Kind of lost where I'm up to. I'm gonna do brows so that we kind of shape them in, and then we would do eyeshadow of what the shadow was that day. Brow wise, then Eden St. Clair, hi babe. What is your guilty pleasure of a fashion brand from the past? Juicy Couture, Von Dutch. Okay, so from the past to love now, I don't quite know if that should be to love now. My collectors when I was starting off and actually in fashion college was Juicy Couture and Coach, 100%. The fact Coach has come looped back around. Well, it's done it a few times. This isn't just the first time Coach has looped back around, because its quality is insane. Firstly, insane. This is my Coach Poppy Collection sequin pouch. Shout out to all of my OG subbies. Shout out to some of my OG YouTube friends that remember this and know this. But this is my Coach and my Swarovski key charm, both from Hong Kong, which were like my angel pieces that I've had from the beginning. I had a Juicy Couture key charm, can I speak? Keychain that I still have downstairs in the studio. So yeah, they are my like fashion brands from the past that are like, and they're coming back around. I love that this new generation, Generation Z, and then Generation Alpha, are still gonna know them. Hi Jerusha, how do you deal, I always get asked this, how do you deal with negative energy? I've been asked this every Q&A. Kylie. Hey Jerusha, do you like Labubus and are you gonna collect them? Well, this is back when I asked these questions, and the answer to you, babe, is hell no. So in our religion, there is a thing called jinn. So in Farsi, in the Islamic religion, we say jinn, which means the devil. And if you were to see an image, that is a Labubu. That thing's face and its smile, literally, I'm sorry, that is like Chucky doll on steroids. That is the creepiest looking devil doll you've ever seen. And that's what it looks like, jinn. It just, I can't hang that on my handbag. That is some serious creepy looking, that is the devil doll. What handbag is next in your collection? Do you like anything from the row? I suppose I've got to tread carefully in how I put this, and I know I rarely tread carefully because I'm just a bullet a gate type thing with my opinion, but how do I put it? To me, price tags and quality and things like that, they don't always go hand in hand. They don't, they really don't. The difference is with an establishment, and I know that houses like Prada and houses like Fendi are probably sitting there looking at the conglomerates that back labels like the Row and like the Olsen twins and things like that, and they just know what level they're coming in at and what, I suppose you can say, what wave they're riding. So the fact that it is so influencer inspired, influencer pushed, influencer back, you know, let's have this person carry it, that person carry it, and it will push it for how long it pushes it. That's all we need. That's the difference, is that, jumping topics, things get judged by you know, oh my god, no, it's not great, or it's great. All the actual brand needs is a sellout, and that's all it cares about. A sell through, and that's all it cares about. It doesn't care about the longevity necessarily. Maybe its actual aim was just to sell through on that one Margot handbag, and that's all it wanted to achieve. And then it just disappears and disintegrates into nothing type thing. And it's not floated, and it's not made into something, you know, some juggernaut type thing, and that's all they want to achieve, and then therefore that's success. What's my personal take on it? Look, if it looks like it comes from Zara, so the Anastasia Bow mascara, and it's in dark brown. Oh my god, it's so good having eyebrows. What did I do for all that time? I just did them myself. I just shaped them myself. After shaving half of them off, I just shaped them myself, but no one does them like your brow girl. So let me know if you are going to tattoo, or if you've tattooed or shaded your brows in, because that's all it is, shading. It would look exactly like this all the time. I actually thought of getting eyelash extensions put back on, so I'm just done. When I wake up, it's on. I don't have to particularly do too much more. Like, yes, do makeup, but you know. Kelly asked me the other day in a DM, hi babe, she is also following me to Ever, to show up close the Saint Laurent tennis balls that your friend got you. I just ran down before this to get them. This is correct. Thank you, Kelly, and thanks for watching my vlog. George is his name. He is our family friend and is Jill's here, and has been forever. He is Nanny Mel's cousin. Okay, it's one big circle, okay? Saint Laurent, and this is off their website. I will link it below from their website. However, if that does not ship to you, I think they're on Satire, I'm not quite sure. These are the Saint Laurent tennis balls. Now, these come in at $100 Aussie, so that would probably be about 80. This is them, and let's shake them around, because I don't want to open them. I want to leave them in their packaging, naturally. But can I get that up close for the camera? Get your head out of it. Is that, yeah? Saint Laurent Paris Wilson. So Wilson is the tennis company. Okay, so brows are on. Let's do some eyeshadow, because this was the main question, and I hadn't got my Louis Vuitton quad yet, because that's obviously where I went and picked it up. I did get the Monogram Mirage. No, what's your name? See, I told you Jules was here. I knew. I can smell her. I knew she was here. Mummy, I'm upstairs, darling. Oh, she looks so pretty. She's gonna say hi. You wanna ask them any questions?
Who, you or them?
My subbies.
Hi, subbies.
Oh, cute.
I hope you're all well and leading up to Christmas wherever you are in the world. Although you've got Halloween in America beforehand.
Oh yeah, do they?
Massive Halloween parties.
Oh really? Bye!
Bye everybody.
What was I saying? Right, so yes, going to the city the other week, I did not have this because we obviously ordered it and bought it there. But I did have my Milani because I did a drugstore haul before it. And this is beautiful. This is the cheeks and eyes. I'll link this below, and again at drugstore is so pretty, and it's all my colors that I usually use. This, however, I did get from Sephora, the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette in the Glam to Go, and it's just, again, they're just repeats of all of these colors, and they're so pretty. So I'm just going to go in with Dawn and just repeat this eye. Really pretty. I didn't put a cheek highlighter on. I'm actually gonna, I kept my Dior palette. This is the original Dior highlighter palette, and I saw Babs talk about this, Stephanie, and she said it is the original amazing palette, and I was just like, oh my god, I have it, I'm keeping it. So I am just oh my god, don't break it. Oh no, god. Corner just completely broke off. Please hold. Anyway, I'm going to put the original Dior Glow palette on as a highlighter just on the top of the cheeks. I'm using the light kind of champagne color, like so. Even though I just ruined half of it. Great. I'm just grabbing some of that Milani and just heating up, warming up, heating up. Just doing this kind of burnt terracotta-y to the eye crease and just drag it out a little bit. That is what I always do. I am going to just pick up a shimmer. These are actually very similar. So on the Anastasia and on the LV palette, they are very similar, like so. I am going to pick up Starburst off the Anastasia palette and pat that onto my lid and take it up quite high in the middle. Is that pretty? Pretty. Now let's grab the LV. So let's take the highlight, like the top shimmery color. Bad. I just drop everything. That's pretty. This is the Tarte Lock Life Lock setting spray. And do I have something to fan? Oh, this is a nice one. Raz. You are so over the top and obnoxious. Oh my god, what a lovely thing to say, Razzer. Thank you so much. I'm sure you're a lovely, lovely person, and that is just so sweet to leave me such a nice comment. This is a very nice setting spray. It doesn't... Do you like my fan? A Prada bag there. I don't think there is anything more bougie and over the top, Raz. What I did that day is I took my eyelashes towards, not above, so they were far more of like a sultry lash rather than kind of a yeah, doe-eyed doll look. So we put them on straighter. It really does matter where you're putting them. Some people don't think so, but it definitely, I think, shapes the eye different. Another question, Zara. Hi babe. She says, will you do a full handbag collection video? Yes, as I just said before, I do want to. I do want to talk about this Louis Vuitton Capucines issue. I said that in my last vlog. And actually shout out to Handbag Lover. No, For the Love of Bags 900. Hi babe. She said she went ahead and bit the bullet for a Capucines new from the boutique for that price because she was having the same kind of issue that I'm having, where finding it pre-loved or resale or whatever it is, consignment, they do hold their value in different areas, meaning if it's, you know, an exotic or whatever, or a limited edition, they do hold more value. They're still an expensive bag to buy off the resale. It's not as if you're like a Dior, Lady Dior, where it's just like drastically reduced, which is true, unfortunately. But a Capucines doesn't hold its full value, and it's really expensive in boutique, but still it's expensive on the resale market pre-loved. It just is. It really is. You're not getting away with a nice one that is under $7,000. Okay, we have to pick up the pace. I have not answered like anything. Well, that's the way it makes me feel. I feel like I'm just faffing and not answering any questions. And we're putting the other lash on. KR Lee 7. Hi babe. I was asked this on another question as well. May I ask, have you had a BBL and have you had a boob job? Yes, you totally may ask. We are clearly an open book after this long, babe. We are out here just showing it all. I don't think you could really offend me if you tried after this long. I don't know what else there is. I don't know what else there is, honestly. Everything is just on show. Have I had a Brazilian butt lift? The answer is absolutely not. No, I have not. I am just larger in that area. I have, strangely enough, I have inherited my natural curves in my derriere, shall we say, from my father. I have a bigger behind, and my father's first sons, I have 2 older brothers as well, the younger one has larger hips and a butt as well, from dad, both from Pop, which is so interesting, not from Jillian. Have I had a boob job? Boobs, breasts, I'm trying to be eloquent. British wise, we call them titties. Titties. However, that has now moved into an era of more strip club lingo. So what's so funny is when you see Zaki walking along the kitchen going, hee hee, there's mummy's titties, and there's Zaki saying titties and he's 6. No, that is also just natural. And that's from mum. Mum is larger chested, but no, both natural, my friend. And I'm sure, you know, in this day and age, that's what everybody wants to have. But listen, when you've got it, it's too much, you're too curvy, you're overweight, go on Ozempic, you're too big, you're too curvy. And then when you don't have it, people take out fat from their body and put it in their ass. How can you win? You can't. Okay, a lip combo that I'm gonna do. I want to try out more Louis Vuitton lips. I do want to try out the matte. Minnie, Minx for All, got a whole ton of lipsticks, and she got, not Monogram Rouge, that's too dark. It's Escape, Great Escape. Oh wow, did I just remember that on my own? And then one is Rose Odyssey, which I have tried, but I'm gonna try it with a dark liner with these eyes. I'm thinking it's gonna go bad. Maybe I should just do it with a nude. I want to test the mattes properly, and now that I have my brushes, I can do it. Even though the testers come with a little mini Louis Vuitton brush, it is so gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. Let me see if I can show you, if you can see. Can you see Louis Vuitton written in the brush there? And that's the little brush it comes with. It is really cute. Hi, Paula. When will you come back to America? Second question, and will you ever start a podcast? Double questions there, babe. Wow, when will I come back to America? You know what, my friend? You know what? I'm really sorry to say, but wow, isn't the world uncertain right now? That is for sure. The world is very uncertain. If anything, I would obviously be blogging with Fashion File. I would maybe head over there with them again, but fortunately, yeah, it wouldn't be looking like America right now. No. Okay, this lip liner is looking a little bit too dark with these eyes. Ooh, pretty. Oh, it feels nice. That's really, hold. Okay, sorry about that. We had to take that lip off and start again. This is just Charlotte Tilbury's iconic nude lip pencil. We're gonna do that, and we're going to smudge it in and probably just do Fenty Skin Lip, and this is in the Fenty Treats. Love it, as a lip gloss on top. And we're gonna finish up these questions that have taken ages. Oh, hi there. I think that's something about a child. Pay no attention to that, Sally. Hi, babe. We are both Libras. Yes, honey. October babies. Yes, honey. Happy birthday for the 11th. When some of you know your birthday, it is so gorgeous. Yes! The 11th of October, 38. Ding! Oh my gosh, I used to be the biggest birthday person, birthday hauls, what I got for my birthday, until I really turned a corner. I just got over the big hauls. I made like, sorry, we're just gonna brush his hair out because hello, viral moment Shark hairdryer. Who? Shark hairdryer is everywhere. I think I need some more attachments on it now, girl. Yes, I'm loving it. Sally Hansen, I don't even know what that was. From Target, took ages to dry my hair. This Shark hairdryer is really amazing. Oh, that's a much nicer lip. Oh, much nicer now. Thought I was putting so much money into a hairdryer and thought it was ridiculous, and then had so many people comment about Dyson Air Wands or Air Wraps or whatever that are $700. So I didn't feel as bad. Hey, that is it. We're just gonna pull the hair down like so. I'm sorry if I have missed more questions. Please, I'm going to do another set of questions. I find when I watch other girls' Q&As, other girls and guys' Q&A, we have so many that it becomes parts, then we repeat, and then we get lost. So I will start all over again, and if you just want to keep asking the same question, please go ahead and hopefully we will get to it. Thank you so much if you have taken the time to watch this video. Please go ahead and leave me a comment below. I'd love to chat. I am always in the comments. If you see every video, I am in the comments. I am commenting back to you guys. I know names. We are together and have been for all these years, and I thank you so much. That's what I'm going to start saying. I thank you so much for 15 years. That's what it is. It's making me teary. It really is. I think it's a realization. Ooh, I think it's a realization of just how long consistently, and yeah. So I'm just going to finish by saying thank you so much for 15 years. Take care, guys. Peace.